What's going on, guys? Kivox here, and welcome to another new Wandsday. If this is your first time to the channel, I hope you guys decide to subscribe and like this video if you do like it. But what we're going to be doing in this new Wandsday, like we do almost every week, is we're going to go over a couple of your submissions, and then I'm going to go over the new wands or wand that I have this week. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And as always, I don't know yet if this wand is going to be up for sale. It should go up for sale as long as one of the patrons didn't get it first, because they always get first dibs at the wands. So hopefully, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, but hopefully for you, if you guys end up liking this wand, it's still up for sale and you guys could pick it up. And if you guys want to submit your ideas and or your own creations, I will put the email right here. It's newwandsday@gmail.com, and you guys could just send your images over there, and I'll check them out. I look at all of the emails, and I've been getting a ton of submissions for the collage thing that I want to do of everybody's picture, you know, like this wands ready picture. So if you guys want to send your submissions to that same email, feel free. That's probably the best way for me to collect them all and do a big picture together. Maybe I'll do a video about it. I don't know yet. I don't know how that video would exactly work. So let's go over to these submissions. So we're going to start off with a submission by Connor Benson. This isn't actually one of his wands, but he actually purchased one of my wands a while back. It was the honey dipper wand. That's what I always called it, because it kind of reminded me of a honey dipper. His dad actually did something really cool, which, you know, if my dad had done something like this, I would have been like, oh my god, this is so cool, thanks Dad. But his dad actually made him a wand, and it came out cool. You know, it's not perfect. It's definitely novice, but it's great. It's just like, it's the effort that counts. So honestly, Connor, if you didn't thank the crap out of your dad for making you that wand, like, you should go thank him, and you make sure he knows that you appreciate it, even though you told me that you were like, no, I don't need your wand, I already have an Ender wand, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. But still, you should go thank him. Don't be mean. Like, I would be heartbroken if I made somebody something and they were like, no, I don't need your thing anymore, I have my own better one. That would just be so messed up. I would be like, okay, all right, son, I appreciate it. I worked so hard on this for you. Even if you didn't work hard on it, it's the thought that counts. And I know that it's your brother's wand now, but still, man, go thank your dad for doing that for you, because it's great. It was very nice of him. And the fact that he let you buy a wand, which was even nicer, or maybe your mom let you buy, I don't know, but still, go thank him and tell him good job. What's the name that they want me to use? I don't know what the name is. Lakely? We're going to call you Lakely, because that's what your thing says. So this one was submitted by Lakely. I'm not sure. I'll put the name on the screen right now, because I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It is a horsehead wand, a black horsehead wand. It's kind of hard to tell what it's made out of. Let me turn up my brightness over here. It's kind of hard to tell what it's made out of, but I know that the horse head itself is a chess piece, which it's a great idea. It looks cool. It's really not bad. It's kind of like Lucius's wand, where there's just like ornaments and whatever. Remember when Voldemort got mad at him and he was like, you're a jerk, and just broke his wand? I don't remember exactly what happened. This is cool. So the fact that it is, now I can see it a little bit better. But it looks cool. I definitely like this. I like the idea of using different mediums and stuff for making wands. It's always a plus for me. Like, use whatever you can to make what you want to make. It doesn't matter really what it's made out of. It's your wand at the end of the day, and that's all that really matters. I'm not a big fan. If you guys have been around at all with my my videos and stuff, and especially on the live stream, which by the way is every Friday at around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be a muggle or something. I don't know what a nice diss would be to call you guys. So just pretend. Think of like something that be there or be whatever you can think of. And, you know, shameless plug, but it's pretty fun. You guys should join us on the live stream on Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not a big fan of animal head wands. Crumb's wand is pretty good. I like it. It's a subtle animal head, but other than that, people are always like, oh, why don't you make a owl wand or a wolf wand with, and I'm like thinking like, that would look so cheesy, like to just have like an animal head on something. One, it'd be really hard to carve it and make it look like nice and not look like it's like a, I don't know. I don't even know how to I'm not a big fan of that type of stuff, like corny, like a skull head or something. I'm not into that. I'm sorry. But I like this, and I like the idea, and I like the creativity behind doing that, gluing something to the end of it. It's good. It looks good. The color's like pretty consistent all the way through, from what I can tell. So decent job. Nice job. I like it. And now let's move over to my favorite wand of this week's new Wandsday, submitted by, for some reason my computer's lagging out like crazy right now. There's no name here, but I'll show the wand and you'll know who you are. You didn't put a name, and I don't want to say your email. So therefore, we're gonna call you The Wiz. So this was submitted by The Wiz. All right, so the best part about this is that it's actually, according to them, made out of a recycled paintbrush. What? So it's made out of a recycled paintbrush and some polymer clay. It looks gorgeous. Love it. I love it. Here's the thing, though. You cheated because you were an art student. Therefore, you have an advantage there. No, you did a really good job. Again, this is another great example, just like last week's. Great example of using different mediums to be able to achieve the same, if not a better result. Obviously, pictures, it looks great. I don't know how it is in real life. I don't know how it looks from other angles. You only submitted one picture. But here's the cool thing, right? Here's the best part. It looks freaking good. That's the best part. I love it. I'm always a big fan of regular wood, and if you can carve something out of wood and make that look good, it's great. But if you can't, like I always say, whatever way you can make something, make it. This was probably a lot easier for you to do than if you were gonna try to make it out of wood. Also, the paint job is the biggest part of making anything out of clay. If you could do a good paint job, at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. That's what brings the Noble Collection wands, and that's what makes them look as good as they do, is the paint jobs are pretty decent on them. If it had a crappier paint job, it would suck. So this is by far my favorite. I wouldn't say by far. This is definitely my favorite wand of this week. So good job, The Wiz. You did a great job. This wand's 13 inches. And you said criticism is welcome. I really have nothing to criticize on, except for the fact that it's not made out of wood. If you want a real wand, real magic, I guess it is wood if the actual paintbrush was made out of wood originally, right? Unless it was like a plastic paintbrush, which I doubt. If you were an art student, you probably had some nice brushes. Maybe not. Who knows? So thank you guys for submitting. I'm going to make a bonus overflow video again this week. I'm not sure when it's coming out, though. If it's out already, I'll put a link to it up there. So go check that out. And I also have a bonus, possibly, video. If you guys let me know in the bottom down below, if you guys want to see this, I actually made a wand box for this wand that was recently sold, just for fun. They didn't actually purchase it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this wand a special home, and I'm gonna make a box for it. And I made a video of making half of this box basically, and let me know if you guys actually want me to publish that. If there's any interest in that. It's not easy to do. It'll be a longer video because it took a little while. They take a long time to make. But yeah. So leave a comment down below and let me know if you guys want to see that video come out eventually. I may be able to get it out this week. We got a busy week going on. I don't even know how I'm going to edit this and get it out on time. But instead of me sitting here talking and telling you guys how I can't do something, let me just get back to the video and we'll get going. So sadly enough, this week I was only able to make one wand. I started 2 other ones, but I just like I got exhausted and I was just like starting to hurt. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna just make sure that this one's nice and done and finished and looking good. And then I'll get back to the other one. So hopefully next week we're gonna have 3 wands again. This week though, sadly, but I'm pretty happy with the wand. We only have one wand though. I am gonna be putting this one up on the shop as well. So I don't think that this one is up yet, and this one is already up as well. I put this one up earlier this week, so if you guys go back to the shop every once in a while, there occasionally will be wands that haven't been posted yet will be going up there. So we got this one up already, and this one's going to be going up the same time that one is. So if you guys are interested in that, this one is I believe oak and purple heart, and it just has I showed you guys this one before. It just has a nice little simple pattern, super skinny, on the longer side of a wand. Like if you compare it to this one, it's a little bit longer. You guys could barely tell that it is. It's probably about almost an inch longer than the other one. It's almost like it's this much longer basically. But I thought this one came out pretty cool, and it's very bumpy. That's the best way to describe it. It's a very bumpy wand, and obviously pretty fragile. You don't want to go too crazy with it. If you're a little kid, don't get this wand because you don't want to break it, unless you're a responsible young kid, person, man, woman, child. Then get this wand, but just don't go whacking your little brother or little sister with it, because it'll probably break. Guys, these are real wood. They're not made out of acrylic. Some of them are though. If you think about it, some of the wands that I've made have a little bit of acrylic in there, that making them a little bit stronger. So here is the wand. It is made out of Osage. It was mostly made on the lathe. I went back in and I did a little bit of extra work on there, just because I'm not a big fan of like solely machined lathe wands. Just if you guys know me at all, you'll know that I'm not a big fan of that. So here it is. I think it came out pretty good. There is it has this very unique yellow color. It's yellow, but it almost, like in some spots, it almost looks like shiny, like and I don't mean just glossy. I mean like it almost looks metallic, like golden almost. I think that that's the best way to describe it, is golden. But I went in and I did something a little bit extra, right? So I added in this burnt end on it right here, which is funny because I actually burned this. I just took basically like a large lighter, started burning it, caught it on fire, and then kind of just let it burn, and spun it around to get some of that smoky charred look going up the handle. And obviously there's a hole here. It's not super deep. It only goes about that far, and it looks nice. It looks very nice. Also, it has a little bit of silver in there. If you guys know me at all, I like my silver and gold, so I added a little bit around those edges just to kind of make them pop a little bit. I was also kind of trying to make it look almost like it was like ash. It was like the ashed end of it. But I think that this silver, the black, kind of going into like this reddish orange color on the parts that are a little bit more burnt or less burnt than the black, and then going into this orangey yellow, just looks so good. And then we got a little bit more black in here, right in on this little guy right there, right around the edges. That was actually not purposely done, but I was trying to burn these ends just a little bit. Mostly on this side, I was trying to burn the actual grooves, and I kind of did this pattern, and I was like, what? That looks really good by accident. It was one of those those accidental good things that happened for once, right? Because usually when you have an accident, it's not a good thing. What was cool about this end is that I actually cut it all up to give it this like broken, like kind of grooved look. But then what was the best part about it is that when I burned it, some of it actually like broke, and it gave it more of that natural look, which I was like, yes, that's what I wanted to happen, and that is what happened. And I was super duper excited about it. So guys, remember that this wand will be going up on the shop unless it's already gone. If a patron wants to pick it up, they have first dibs, as that's one of the advantages to being a patron. If you guys want to become one, there'll be a link at the end of the video and also down in the description. The only wand that I've ever made out of this stuff, I know that like a lot of people use this stuff for firewood and stuff, but man, it looks really good. It's a very, like, it's the only yellow wand like this. I know it may look a little orange on the video, but it is, from certain angles, it's more orange than it is yellow. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'm very pleased with this wand. It's nice and heavy. It's a decently dense wood. Also, the handle is pretty big. Even though I carved this part out, it's still decently heavy. But I think that this wand came out pretty dope. Let me know what you guys think about this. I know it's not going to be everybody's favorite, but I'm pretty happy with it. I think that this burnt end came out pretty good. It gives me hopes for a different idea that I have about burning, and I'm hoping that that one comes out good too. And remember, when you, if you guys do end up ever purchasing a wand, it will come with a free one of these. That you can put the wand on there like that. It actually has your name on either side, the wand flexibility, the core, the type of wood, and the length. I just don't want to show you this one because it's not yours, it's somebody else's. But one side will say Ender's Wands, and the other side will have all of your information on there, and it looks pretty freaking cool. So guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys go and check out that other thing I was talking about, and let me know if you guys want to see that video with the box, the making of that box, so you guys could make your own. Again, it's not easy to do, and the way that I make it, you do need a couple of materials and a couple of things, so I don't know what would be cheaper for you guys to do that, or just to try to make it out of something else would probably be a better idea. But I think that my wand boxes come out pretty good, and they look pretty pretty spot on when it comes to, you know, how the other ones look. And now I can't take this one. I think it vacuumed itself on there. What is nice about them is that you can actually display them like this and have them up on a, you know, up on a shelf somewhere. But that's this guy, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see you guys in the next video. I have a couple of videos in the pipeline right now that are going to be coming out in the next couple of days. Hopefully by the end of the week / weekend. Like I said, we have a couple of things going on. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to support us, make sure to go check out that Patreon. There's also going to be a link to the t-shirts if you guys want to pick up a t-shirt down below. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. I keep talking. Bye, bye, bye.